and how we started.
Well, I want to first say something to the question you had about how do you deal with Hollywood? And I think part of it is having a good foundation of friends. You know, you mentioned names, Denzel, Keenan. Well, I think what is important is the glitz is going to be there. You're always going to get caught up in it. Yeah, it's like when you first get successful. What I noticed with a lot of friends was the earthquake. I call it the earthquake syndrome. It's like you're shaking, 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 and then about 6 months later, things level off. And then you're able to do whatever you need to do, and that's your art. You know, the Hollywood stuff that's the cherry on top, but it's about your art. You know, Robert is a great example of somebody who's always after his art and always listens to God. You know, you talked about God before, so we got to bring God into the mix. It's like that word impossible, that if you really break it down, it's I'm possible. You know, it's I'm possible, or I haven't gotten there yet. You know, we do this every 2 months. Well, we haven't been here yet. There's a new place. There's a new place. We haven't been here yet. Right. And I think it's about discovery, because you're an artist. So you should discover, and you should have a group of friends who love you, who care about you, and who help keep you grounded. Because the press, that's made up. But you are authentic and real, and you have to live your best life. Whether you're in the media today or not, you have to live your best life. You have to live according to what God purposed you for. You have to stay connected to God. You have to know who your source is and not the resource, because a lot of times we get caught up in the resource and we forget about the source. And if we're chasing a paycheck, we're not going to live our dreams. You know, and I think that's the hardest thing for artists to focus on. And Robert is real good about staying focused on his mission and on his purpose. And having worked with him for a great number of years, I have learned to stay steady. To stay steady and to trust when he says, I heard, I say, okay, let's go. I'm going. And I think you need that. I think you need that kind of a group of friends around you. I think you need those people that believe in you. And I think you have to protect yourself from people who tell you you cannot. Because that is not in God's, that's not in his Bible. He never said you can't. He said say it, speak it, write it. You know, and the beginning was because he said it. In Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3, it says, write the vision and it will come. You know, Jabez, the prayer that Jabez prayed, he didn't say, well, Lord, just give me a little bit. He said, no, bless me indeed, expand my territory, keep your hand on me and keep me from evil. And I think if you stay steady to what God is telling you, because he created you and you are a creator, you are in line with what God says, everything is gonna open for you. And if it's hard in the beginning, don't worry about it. If you fail in the beginning, don't worry about it, because the truth is you fail throughout your whole life, and they're all lessons for you to learn. So you have to keep going, and you have to partner yourself with people who believe in your dream, who believe that you can, that you are possible, instead of, well, you know, you're black, or you're Latino, or you're Asian, or you're this, or you're that. It's never going to happen for you. You grew up on welfare. It's never going to happen for you. But the truth is, that's not what God said. And what's great, and I'm going to brag on you, because what is great about Robert is that he always goes, we can do this. We can do this. So I say to all of you, whatever your dream is, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And you can't get stuck with you can't get stuck when it gets a little hard. Sometimes when it gets hard, it's time for you to just back up, go do something else, and then come back.